Hello YouTube, it's Rob, Maxwells Grass Cutting Services based in the northeast. I hope everybody is well and having a great day. There's no work getting done in the northeast today. Storm Babet has wiped us out, and it wiped us out yesterday, to be honest. I did a couple of jobs in the morning and then all of a sudden 11 o'clock, the winds and the rain came down and it was just too much. I have a sort of level where you think once it goes beyond that level, I'm not working. I don't think you're giving value for money to the customer, you know, and you just get sick and you cause more damage, etc. Mowing lawns, and then when you're doing a bit of gardening, a bit of leaf clearing. Anyway, I did a couple of hours yesterday, and then I've come out this morning, and I thought, nah, it's too bad. So I've been and priced a couple of jobs up. What need doing sort of towards the end of November, and then I'm going home. I'll write them quotes up, send them off, and I'm having the afternoon off. And I can tell you, it's always a bit of a scramble towards the end of the season, isn't it? You know what I mean? What are we now? We are Friday the 20th of October, and I've got 1 week's full grass cutting next week, fingers crossed, weather permitting, and I'll have to get today's cuts that I've missed and I missed yesterday, squeeze them in next week. Then the week after, I'll be working Monday, Tuesday travel down to Soltex, Wednesday I'm going to have a full day at Soltex, Thursday come home, Friday got a full day's work, and then the week after, which I believe is Monday the 6th of November, I've got a few odds and ends where I always message my customers and say that's the last cut. However, we have got a bit of a warm weather front coming on, and if you need a cut before Christmas to tidy the lawn up, let me know. And I've got about half a dozen big lawns, sort of medium lawns to do that week, so that'll keep me busy. I've got a couple of commercial contracts. And the week after, I start with Ian, doing some garden clearances and a bit of hedge work. So everything's good, so you can't moan when you have a couple of days like this. But I was watching the news this morning before I came out to work, and God bless, the people in Scotland are getting battered, aren't they? And the people down south, oh, I know it's been bad in the northeast, but I think we've got off lightly compared to, you know, Scotland and Aberdeenshire. Anybody up there who's watching, I wish you well. I hope everybody's safe and well. But the weather this year, it's been horrific, hasn't it? Well, you know, last year, I know we were all moaning about the sunshine, but in the northeast we weren't, and it was beautiful. It was one of the nicest seasons. I don't think I lost a day all year. And yeah, there was a few moments I thought, is the weather going to be too hot and the lawns dry out? But they didn't. We were very fortunate. Another question I want to answer today is, I got quite a few emails. How's the lawn treatment business going, Rob? It's not been great this year, to be honest, and the reason is, well, I think there's many reasons. The price of fertilizer has gone through the roof, and the cost of living crisis. I think one of the first things to get sort of knocked on the head is some bloke like me coming and treating your lawn for 25 quid, isn't it? You know, so that's not had a positive effect on that side of the business. And also this year, the amount of rain we've had, it's kept the lawns lush and green. Mother Nature's fed the lawns this year. So, you know, it's not been great. So what I tend to do now is, I've got a few customers that I go to 3 times a year, spring, summer and autumn. But the rest of them, I just look after my own customers. So I'm mowing the lawn and I'm doing the treatments. But I found that last year and the beginning of this year, I bought some lawn treatment fertilizer from a company down south, and it was lovely, but God, it was expensive, and I thought, I'm not making any money. So I changed tact, and got tax on the brain at the minute, and I'm going to get a bit of stick for this. So I went with a sort of domestic product, evergreen 4-in-1, and it's about 24 quid for 400 square meters of lawn. And what I did is I charged 25 quid for approximately 200 square meters of lawn. So I'm getting 50 quid from a 25 quid bag. And I've got to go there, I've got to apply it, and I've got to sort of leaf blow the area after, so none of the granules stay on the path and the footway, etc. Because they've got iron in them and it stains. So I've still got to do it, and I find it's worked a treat, and it's lovely. Now there's a few lawns where they've got a lot of weeds, so I've got a selected pesticide and herbicide weed killer for weeds that doesn't kill lawns, and I just use my backpack sprayer. Next year I'm going to do more work on that. I'm going to do a few videos on it because I do get asked, and I appreciate. I'm no Robbie from Premier Lawns, I'm no Sean from Lawn Right. Them two lads, you know, they're the experts, but I'm going to give it you from my sort of perspective, what I use, keeping it simple. And yeah, I have some cracking, you know, results. The lawns look beautiful. But I understand I'm no greenkeeper, but I do have a good, you know, I'm up there. I do have a little bit of a knowledge, and I have learned from them lads, you know, Robbie and Sean, and I read a lot of books, and I've been doing it a while. So I think I'm not an expert, but I'm good enough to turn your lawn from a crap lawn into a nice lawn. Can I turn it into a golf green? No. But who wants a golf green? So I'm going to do some videos of that in the new year and show you the products and the kit I use. But I am a little bit disappointed with the lawn treatment side of things. But sometimes things work against you. Do I regret doing my PA1 and PA6 license, which was expensive? No. And I'll tell you the little nugget that came out of that is weed spraying. I've had lots of jobs this year weed spraying, where block paving drives, gardens, and people have just asked me if I do it when I'm out working, and I say yes. And it's not lucrative, but it is. Why do we always feel guilty about telling me? You know, you pay for your license, you pay for your backpack sprayer, the actual selected herbicide, pesticide, Roundup. It's expensive now, and Gallop, they've gone up, but if you're using 300 millilitres of Roundup in a 10-litre backpack sprayer and you're buying 5 litres of Roundup for 80 quid, do the maths. It's still, you know, and if I'm doing 10 litres on a domestic house, that would be 30 quid. So I'm still making money. And it's, you know, you're not going to be a millionaire, that's definitely not the case, but you do make enough money, and it just broadens your sort of spectrum of what services you offer. And when I went into doing the PA1 and PA6 license, I didn't think for 1 minute I'd be using the backpack sprayer as much as I did. I thought I would be using the drop spreader and the handheld spreader, putting fertilizer down on lawns. So it just shows you when you go into something, sometimes it comes out different, doesn't it? But it's all positive. It's all positive. Yeah. So the lawn weed and feed business, it hasn't kicked off for me, and there's been a few things that have sort of, you know, prevented that from happening. Probably me as well. I've been so busy doing other things, I haven't had the time to sort of invest into it. But you know, the cost of living crisis, the cost of fertilizer hasn't helped. But I look after quite a lot of my own lawns, and that's canny. But getting the message over that, look, me coming here once a fortnight, 16 times a year, mowing your lawn and throwing some fertiliser down 3 times a year, it's not going to be like Wembley. We need a bit more effort than that. But it's going to be nice, but don't expect it to look like the local golf course, you know, because they're cutting the lawns every day. They're adding iron to it. They're adding sort of liquid feed. They're doing lots, aren't they? You're not just doing the minimal effort. And thankfully, a lot of my customers understand, and they're happy just to see a few stripes and a few tidy edges, and that's it, isn't it? Not everybody's obsessed with having sort of the best lawn in the world. If they are, they need to be on a weekly cut, and they need to be, you know, employing me to put more than 3 treatments down a year. But talking about stripes, my stripe mower hasn't made, I tell you what, it's hardly been out the garage. The Honda HRX 476 rear roller, it's hardly been out the garage this year. And it's not that I don't like it, I love it. It's just that we've been so wet and the grass has been so high. I just found, it's easier just to use Honda HRX 537 because it's got the twin blade. And if you keep the bag nice and clean and the deck as clean as you can, I think it works a treat. I've had mine a good 4 years now, and the drive's starting to slow down. So I'll put that in for service at the end of the season, and I'll ask my man if he can adjust the drive, and is it the drive gearbox is going, or is it just the cable needs adjusting? If I get another season or 2 out of that, I'll be over the moon. If I don't, I'll have to replace it, and that's one of the reasons I'm going down to Saltex. I'd like to have a look at what mowers are on offer. I know my pal Gary from Funky Duck Productions, he sings about the Wee Bang 4-wheel mower with a high lift blade. I'm going to go down and have a look at that. It's 49 kilos. He says it's heavy, but you know, 49 kilos on a 4-wheel mower, I don't know, it's not that bad, is it? But until you get your hands on it, you don't know, do you? But yeah, so the season's coming to an end. It's been a canny season. It's been hard work. We've still got a few weeks left to get as much money in the bank as we can, and then it's time to put your feet up and just grab as much work as you want to over the winter season, in December, January and February. Ian, my pal who we work with, he's unbelievable. He's still keen as mustard. He's sending me messages all the time. Rob, put this 2 days in your diary. We're working here. Put these 2 days in your diary. I said to him, Ian, calm yourself down. I said, I want a bit of a break, you know. He said, I thought you used to be a Royal Marine Commando. I thought you were tough. I said, I'm 55. Give me a break. I said, just put you. He says, no, the work's coming in, but we'll be all right. Oh, lass was laughing. She says, you're not getting a winter break here. I said, definitely not. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks very much. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all the subscribers. Thanks everybody who presses that like button. It's free and it helps me. People say it helps you grow your channel. I don't understand how that works, but the more likes you get, apparently, the better it is. So please press that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, press the subscribe button. It's free. And every time I get a release a video, you get one of them notifications. And you can come along my journey running a gardening business in the northeast of England. The ups and downs. And there's lots of ups and there's lots of downs. But we have a laugh along the way. And next year, there'll be some footage of me doing a lot of weed and feed treatments. And yeah, trying to get the lawns green. And I'll show you the stuff I use. And I've got some good liquid fertilizers as well, but the problem with them is you put them down and they don't last as long as the granular. Anyway, I'm waffling, I'm going off on one, but yes, I found that the liquid fertilizer was boom for about a week and then it died off, and the customer doesn't like that. You want to put something down that lasts 3, 4, 5 weeks. Anyway, that's another story, but we'll discuss that in the future. Anyway, I'm going home. I'm going to have a nice afternoon off. I might put the log burner stove on and just have a bit of a relaxing weekend, because the weather's horrific in the week here in the northeast. I'm not striking a bat until Monday morning. So take care. Thanks very much for watching. Remember, when the green gold's growing, keep mowing. There's no mowing getting done today. Stay safe. I hope everybody's well. All the best now.